Schultz here from 15rounds.com, sitting with the legend Teddy Atlas right after Friday Night Fights here. My man, what'd you think of the fights tonight? It's a good main event, huh?
Well, I mean, obviously the co-feature was a non-entity. I mean, it was a non-competitive fight, which we figured it would be. Barthélemy blew out Perez. That was not a fight for TV.
Barthélemy...
there wasn't an ounce of competitiveness in that fight. I mean, Perez had been knocked out 4 times coming in, and Barthélemy came in the heaviest of his career, knowing what he had in front of him, knowing that he had an easy night. And he was right.
He just vacated the super featherweight title to move up in weight, so this is his first fight at...
Yeah, but I mean, listen, he's a guy that had, 200, 300, 400 amateur fights. He can handle somebody.
Absolutely.
He can handle someone a little better than that on television. So that obviously that was a mismatch. But the main event made up for it. You know, it was a nice competitive fight.
It's a great competitive fight. Last time you and I spoke, you were here at the Magic City Casino. There was a very, very controversial decision with the Somni fight after that.
There's always controversial decisions in this business. You haven't picked up on that yet?
No, I'm definitely down. Has anything changed recently to make that any better?
No.
Because you've definitely been very vocal about it.
Hey, I'm vocal when I'm supposed to be, when my conscience tells me to be.
Right.
I care about the sport. I care about the fighters. This is the only thing I've ever done my whole life is boxing. So I care how it's done. I care about the future of it. And the judges can definitely influence that future in a negative way.
Yeah.
When they give bad decisions, they chase fans away.
Yeah.
They chase them to MMA.
Yeah.
I don't want them to chase them to MMA.
No.
I want to keep them here.
Speaking of
which,
which,
I want to have good judges.
Speaking of which, we got Al Haymon. He's come in and done a lot for the sports to give us the visibility and give us the exposure we deserve in network TV. Friday Night Fights is now going to go away. ESPN is now going to be under PBC with the new broadcast. Is this correct?
Yes, correct. Our last Friday Night Fight show after 17 years is going to be May 22nd.
Wow.
It's our last one. And then we're going to take a hiatus for about a month till June. Get ready for the Al Haymon era, PBC. And July 11th will be our first PBC show. For the next 2 years, or a little over 2 years, we'll be with Al Haymon doing usually Saturday shows, prime time. Hopefully with prime time fighters too. That's the plan. And it'll be on regular ESPN. It won't be on ESPN2 anymore.
Oh, nice.
It'll be mostly Saturdays. Every once in a while there'll be a Thursday sprinkled in there. But for the most part, it'll be Saturday nights. And then there'll be a couple of ABC shows too on Saturday afternoon. You know, kind of going back to the future.
The good old days. I remember that. ABC Wild World of Sports. We saw Sugar Ray Leonard and all the good ones back then, right?
Yeah, look, it's a good thing that right now, the test is always time, isn't it, of anything?
Absolutely.
Test of time will tell us if this is good or bad. But right now, Al Haymon is making boxing more relevant than it's been in a long time.
Absolutely. He's done great things for the sport, as have you on other levels, many levels. But talk a little bit about your program you have in New York City with your gym and Teddy Atlas and Kids. I'm sorry, the name of it again?
Yeah, no, it's the Dr. Atlas Cops and Kids boxing programs and gym programs. It's nice of you to ask that. That's very nice of you. Listen, I have a charity. It's been 18 years. It's a foundation called the Dr. Atlas Foundation in memory of my father, who was a doctor who took care of the people that had very little.
Right.
He went into the projects and he did house calls for free quite often until he was 80 years old. I just thought that a man who took care of the poorer people, that never forgot that even as a doctor that you have a responsibility to take care of those who can't take care of themselves. He actually built a hospital for people that couldn't get proper health care. He built a hospital. They didn't have insurance in those days, and he covered the cost. It was only 20 beds in the hospital. It was a tiny little hospital in Staten Island, but he built it so, again, people that didn't have proper hospital care could get it, and he would absorb the cost. I just thought that a man that did that for 55 years should be remembered. So I started a foundation in his name, and we do house calls. You know, we take care of people that need help. If it's a family that has a kid who's sick and their insurance doesn't take care of the treatment program, we step in, we take care of it. They need to fly out of state, we fly them out of state for a different program. Amazing. They need a handicap ramp, we put the handicap ramp up. If it's a single mom with 4 kids and she's struggling, She's trying, but she's struggling. Her utilities are being shut off in the middle of the winter. We step in and we make sure they're not shut off. And we also run, as you said, 3 boxing gyms, 2 on Staten Island, all in tough areas, needy areas. 2 on Staten Island, 1 in East Flatbush, Brooklyn. We got over 600 kids, and the foundation subsidizes the gym. There's no cost, of course, to the kids. There's only 3 rules in my gyms. Bring a report card, get you in. You couldn't get in. You can't bring a report card. You couldn't get in because you're not in school anymore. But bring a report, get you in the door. Pull your pants up, no sagging. Respect yourself, respect us, respect everyone else. We don't need to see your backside, okay? You wanna express yourself, we'll find ways to express yourself other than that. So bring a report card, pull your pants up, and we put computers in all the computer rooms in all the gyms. We hired a certified teacher to be there 5 days a week. You have to go into the computer rooms 1 day a week to see where you're at, to see if you need help. And if you're not doing good in school, we take you out of the gym for a little while, get you up to snuff in school, and then you get back in the gym. We have won the trophy. I'm bragging a little bit right now, but it's not
well
me.
Deserved.
It's the fighters. It's not
well
me.
Deserved.
But our gyms, that's a better way, more appropriate way to say it. Our gyms have won the Golden Glove, the trophy for most Golden Glove champions the last 7 years in a row in all of New York.
Wow.
We have sent kids. We have sent 8 kids to nationals that have won the nationals. We have a beautiful kid. We have a lot of beautiful kids. But we have Marcus Brown, who made the Olympics out of, and Al Heyman's doing a great job with him.
Is doing good. Ranked number 10 by FightNews.com, by the way.
We also have a kid named Earl Newman, who's a heavyweight, young kid, won the nationals. He turned pro under Al Heyman. He's now, I think he's 3-0, 4-0 as a pro. And we have a young kid also, Chris. He calls himself B-Hop. He just won the 126-pound national title, number 1 126-pounder in the country out of our gym. He's turning pro with Al Heyman now too. But I have nothing to do with the kids that turn pro. All I do is make sure our lawyers look at their contract, make sure they're good with good people that are going to look out for them, like Al Heyman. I have nothing to do with them because I will never have people saying, oh, now we know why Teddy subsidizes those gyms, because he's using it as a farm system to get pros. No. I have nothing to do with those kids when they turn pro. Only as amateurs. And the most important thing, if I'm just producing fighters, or I feel I am, I will shut the gyms. I tell you, on my word, I will shut the gyms down tomorrow if all we're doing is producing fighters. I opened them for one main reason: keep kids in high school. Get them from point A to point B, give them a better chance to get past those 5 years in their life where they could get into a little trouble. That's why I got the gyms open. They become champion fighters, God bless them. Great. That's not why I got the gyms open. Keep them in high school and direct them in the right way with the discipline they learn from boxing, the confidence they get from boxing, the pride they get from boxing. Let them become better people. That's why the gym's open.
You know what? It's a beautiful, beautiful thing that you do. Boxing has saved so many people's life, including my own. I started boxing at a very young age as well. And I'm still boxing now. 46 years old. I'm boxing for the Florida State Golden Glove Saturday night.
Yeah, you look good. You keep yourself in good shape.
Yeah, thank you. I do. I eat well. I run. I keep in shape. And I still box. You know what? Doing this stuff we love for the sport. I've read your book, and the way you speak about your father is very admirable to me, you know, and the things that you've done in boxing have been influenced a lot by what you've seen your father and, you know, done and what you're doing. So I admire you for many levels other than boxing, and it's an honor to sit here and interview
you. Very kind of you.
Yeah.
That's very nice of you. I appreciate it.
No problem, man. And you know, let's keep doing this with boxing, and I'll be up in New York sometime. As a matter of fact, I'm the current NYABC. I don't know if you know Christian Vasquez up in New York, in Long Island. Christian Vasquez. He does the NYABC, the amateur boxing tournament.
Okay.
I won the tournament last year up in Long Island.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, so, but anyway, I just really appreciate you taking time to speak with me today and, you know, talking about your gym up there in New York. I love your passion for boxing and everything else.
Well, thank you. And you know what? You must move your head because you don't look marked up. That's good.
You know what? I definitely keep moving. Thanks, sir. Thank you so much.